backside.
I'm going to make sure I have security because I know I have had attempts on my life and I have too much work to do. So if I end up spending $200,000, if I spend $10 more on it, you know what? I get to be here to do the work. So suck it up, and defunding the police has to happen. When we're talking about every single year increasing the budget for police and then the budget for like health and human services continuing to shrink, and St. Louis being #1 for police violence year after year after year, #1, #2 for homicides year and year after year. So when we're adding more money to the police, but we're still dying. So something has to change.
Just for clarity, Lisa, she said it on Wednesday and then doubled down this morning.
Yeah, and Trace, she talks about the attempts on her life. What about the attempts on the lives of the people living in Chicago? The majority of the shooting victims are Black there. What about their lives? Do their lives matter to Cori Bush and Democrats like her who believe in defunding the police? And Ella French was 29 years old, her entire life ahead of her. There's another police officer fighting for his life right now, but people like Cori Bush don't care. Lori Lightfoot does not care. Joe Biden does not care. Kamala Harris does not care, because you know why? They have made police officers the targets in America. They have glorified criminals while making cops the bad guys. Jacob Blake, Kamala Harris said she was proud of him. A man who sexually assaulted a woman showed up at her house again, pulled a knife on police officers, but she's proud of him. Is that someone that we should be proud of as a society? Cities like New York putting up statues of George Floyd, a man who, along with his friends, robbed a house and put a gun to a woman's stomach. Is that someone we should be lionizing as a society? Do you start to see the problem of why we have criminals acting with impunity and police officers who are being gunned down in our streets? We need to rethink this thought process, and Democrats are to blame, particularly the ones who have called for defunding the police in America.
What do you think, Gianno? Last thoughts on this. Is it that they don't care, or is it that they don't know what to do? I mean, this has been a problem that's been underway for a long time in Chicago. What are your final thoughts on this?
Well, my final thoughts are this city has become a complete war zone for so many of the citizens there. You should be more tough on crime instead of lenient. So why would you drop 25,000 felony cases, including murders, Kim Foxx, if you really cared? That's a really principal point that Lisa made there. And I don't believe that they really care in the way that they should to change the dynamics for many of the residents that are in the city of Chicago.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.